What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hopefully you had really good holidays. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I was super busy, so I didn't get any videos out, but it's a new year. We're gonna try and get some new content out. Try and do maybe 2 videos a week and also a couple live streams a week. So that's the goal. Hopefully we can continue that. And we did get a shiny smoochum. We actually got 2 of those, and we got a shiny scatterbug. That was our 701st encounter. It took that many to get our first one. We even played that boosted event when they released it, the Scatter to the Winds event, but we did not get a shiny then. We finally got one of those. We are doing the Pinch Perfect event, and we are looking for a shiny Dhelmise. That is our #1 goal. Our second goal is the release of Cloth. We're hoping to get a hundo. Now the hundo from research is 1030, and for Dhelmise you want a 1264. That's gonna be our goals. So with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, we've got our first set of encounters, and the first one is a Cloth, and it's a 1004. You're looking for a 1030 for the hundo. We're not going to be able to do the Dex registry because I did it during the live stream, so we're gonna miss out on that. But like I said, you want a 1030 from the research. For our second encounter, it's another Cloth, and this one is a 1016, so a lot better than the first one. And then our third encounter is a Dhelmise that is not shiny, and a 1249. So this one also isn't too bad, but 1264 is what you're looking for on that one. We've got our next batch of encounters here, and the first one is a Dhelmise that is a 1232. Up next, we have a Cloth that is a 996. That one is not going to be very good. And the last one of this batch is a Dhelmise 1234. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's funny. We are back with a third batch, and let's see what these give us. The first one is another Cloth 1008. How about encounter number 2, another Cloth 1011. And the last one of this batch is it all Cloth. It sure is. And another 1008. Batch number 4 of the event. Let's see how these treat us. The first one, we're back to the Dhelmise and a 1236. Let's keep the Dhelmise going until we get that shiny, then we'll worry about the hundo. Unless we can go ahead and get the hundo Cloth out of the way, that'd be pretty cool too. But this next one is a Cloth and a 1012. And for the final encounter of this batch, it's another Cloth 991. I figured out though 990s are pretty terrible. Just for fun, we'll take a look at this one. 991. Oh yeah, god awful. Time to bring in another batch. The first one is going to give us another Dhelmise 1237. Man, we've been all in the 1230 area. Encounter number 2 is another Dhelmise and a 1241. The last of this batch is going to give us another Dhelmise and a 1244, so not too bad of a batch. That's what we like to see. We've got yet another batch, and hopefully we can get that pink anchor in here. The first one is another Dhelmise 1246, so it's just slowly creeping up. Alright, encounter number 2, can you keep the streak going? Another Dhelmise, and now it's back down to 1241. Bummer. Can we do another full batch of all Dhelmise? Nope, we did not. And this one is a 1012 Cloth. We've got another batch here. I'll probably be running out soon. I may be able to get a couple more done, but we'll just have to see what the raids allow. And the first one is a Dhelmise, a 1240. How about encounter number 2, pink? Nope, but it is a Dhelmise, 1229. That is the worst one we've got. Let's go ahead and take a quick little look. 1229. Yeah, not too great. And the last encounter of this batch, another Dhelmise 1226. We are seeing quite a few Dhelmise, so that's pretty nice, but we'd really love to see that pink one. That'd be super sick. Let's go ahead and check these 3. It's gonna start with a Cloth and another 1008. We've got several of those. Encounter number 2, another Dhelmise 1245. Number 3, will you bring the luck? I know you brought a Dhelmise and a 1224 non-shiny. Another batch here, and we're getting close to running out of raids, so I may be able to get this one and another one. We'll just have to see. But this first encounter is a Dhelmise and a 1216. Encounter number 2 is the pink Dhelmise right here. Nope, but it is a Dhelmise 1236. Can we get all three Dhelmise and one being pink? Well, we got all three Dhelmise, not pink. 1234. That's a bummer. That may be the last set that we can do tonight. I'll have to see what raids are left after I go ahead and fill up on all the tasks. All right, guys, that is all the encounters I was able to find tonight before the raids ran out. So we got a good amount done. Unfortunately, no pink one, but fingers crossed that we will get that thing. Hopefully you guys can get one as well. So I'll catch you tomorrow. What's going on, guys? It is the next night, and I appreciate everybody that joined the live stream for Raid Hour. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoy the live streams, let me know, and I'll be sure to do more of those. I enjoy them. But let's go ahead and see. We got the Dwebble here before we get to the other research for the Dhelmise and the cloth. We've got a Dwebble research here. For this, you want a 524. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, the first one is not shiny and a 521, so really close off that first one. That is only 3 off. We've got the Dwebble caught. Let's take a look. A 15, 15, 13. We'll take it. All right, time for our next encounter, and this one is not shiny. 507, definitely a lot worse. We've got encounter number 3 here, and this one is not shiny and a 500. Time for encounter number 4. Will this one be red? It is not. 512. And the last one is still not a shiny. 496. That is the worst one we've got. Now we will go ahead and get this cloth after we claim all this other stuff. We are going to get 950 Stardust and also 950 XP. And hopefully this cloth is a 1030. Nope. 1006. That is a bummer. All right, we've got the Pinch Perfect Premium Timed Research, page 1. This should give you the 3 boosted shinies as well as a Dhelmise and a cloth. The first one's a Dwebble that is not shiny and a 494. How about encounter number 2 is a Corefish that is not shiny and a 505. For the Corefish, you want a 527. Up next, we should have a Clauncher, and is it red? It is not, and a 444. You want a 466. Up next, we have a Dhelmise encounter, hopefully a second shiny. It is not. 1236. Not the hundo either. All right, time to finish this page off and get an encounter with a cloth. And is it going to be 1030 this time? First, we get a premium battle pass and 9,500 XP. So it is not. It is a 993. That is just god awful. So for page 2, we need to catch 5 Pokemon, catch 5 Pokemon, catch 5 Pokemon, catch 10 Pokemon. Pretty simple. We've got our first set of tasks done. Let's see what the first one gives us. Oh, let's freaking go! Let's go! Dhelmise shiny. That is freaking awesome. And at 1250, that's not too bad. That is only 14 off the hundo. Man, that thing looks pretty freaking good. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. That thing is sick. I thought it looked all right, but seeing it in the game, I think it looks really freaking good. A lot better than I originally thought. We've got it caught. Let's go. Shiny freaking Dhelmise. Let's go ahead and get that Dex entry going. Man, that is super sick. I'm super glad to get that one. And now we only have 2 things on our list. We need a hundo for this and then a hundo cloth. So let's go ahead and take a look. Like I said, it is 14 off, but man, that thing looks so freaking cool. Let's go ahead and check the stats on it real quick. And a 13, 15, 14. We will definitely take that. Let's go ahead and check our next task. There's no way we can go back to back, right? Well, let's find out. And no, we did not. It is a cloth and it's a 1006. Man, I feel like we see a lot of 1006 cloths. And the last one of this set is a 1011 cloth. Unfortunately, no hundo there, but we did get that 6 shiny. That is freaking awesome. I'm super excited about that. So I spent a little more time on stream than I planned, and that's gonna cut us short, but we did get that shiny. So that's all that really matters. Now let's move on to the hundos. And this one is a cloth that is not a hundo. 1004 is pretty terrible. The next encounter is another cloth, 1013. Okay, so we're trending up, we'll take it. And the last one is going to give us a Dhelmise, not shiny, and that one is only 10 off the hundo, so we're getting close on that one as well. We've got the second page of Pinch Perfect Premium Timed Research complete, and this will give us the same encounters, and this one is actually a shiny Dwebble, so that's pretty cool. We've got that shiny Dwebble caught, and let's take a look. It's not the greatest, but we'll take a shiny. Up next should be the Corefish that is not shiny and a 513. And this one will be the Clauncher, and is it gonna be a shiny? It is not. Another 444. The last one was a 444. Interesting. Up next we have the Dhelmise. Can we get a second shiny for the video? Second shiny Dhelmise anyways. No, we did not. 1234. We've got the last of it complete, and we will get 1 premium battle pass, 9,500 Stardust, and an encounter with a cloth that is a 999. That is just terrible. All right, these will be the last 3 researches. It took me a while to find these. Unfortunately, we didn't have as much luck as we did last night, but you know, it is what it is. Let's hope we can get something good in here. The first one is a cloth. That is a 1001. Not a good start. Encounter number 2 is going to give us another cloth, 1016. Well, we're trending upwards. That's what we like to see. Time for the final encounter. It is a Dhelmise, not shiny, 1251. We've got the Masterwork Research Ponytails page 3 complete, and I believe these are going to be Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, and Hitmontop. So let's see if we can get anything good. The first one is a Hitmonchan that is not shiny and a 971. I don't think 971 is any good, and yeah, that is just atrocious. So is this one Hitmonlee? It sure is, 1084. Sounds a whole lot better than the last one. All right, are you any better? Yeah, it's definitely a lot better. So we got the Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. This should be the Hitmontop. See if we can get a shiny here. It is not shiny, 899. So I'm guessing this one's gonna be just as bad as the Hitmonchan. All right, we checked the other two. Let's go ahead and check this one. Yeah, just as bad as the Hitmonchan. Looks pretty similar. It was pretty close, but oh well. Let's go ahead and claim these final rewards. We'll get 1 incense, we will get 30 Ultra Balls, and 1 rare XL candy. And after we talk to the professor, we will be able to check the next stage. It is give 500 berries to Pokemon at your gym, and power up 3 Pokemon to their max CP, and another catch a Pokemon on 21 different days. Man, they really love the time lock for these, but it is what it is. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and smashing that subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And don't forget, we will have live streams Tuesdays for Spotlight Hour and Wednesdays for Raid Hour, and I'll also try to mix one up in the weekends. So if you want to come check that out, that'd be greatly appreciated. And with that being said, I'll see you next time.